Hey yo, what's good? What's good? It's a kid Prezzy King from back on the Culture Podcast. I got two special guests with me today. Got my man to the left right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Presto, man. How y'all doing, man?
BDR.
Presto BDR, welcome to the Culture Podcast.
What's up?
All right, so I know Presto on the beat, right? But Presto got a lot of things going on these days, and we're gonna get into it. Let's go. We're not gonna talk about Presto on the beat today. We want to Presto. I've been doing a whole lot for the community. I see it on the gram. I know Presto prior to him, starting this nonprofit, and I want to ask some questions to get more understanding of what going on. Prior to the nonprofit, we've been seeing, for those who know Presto, we see him on the gram, going around the community, winter time, Christmas time. You see him doing community service stuff, and now he's official. He got his nonprofit business. So we want to touch on, what is your nonprofit? What is the direction? What is the vision behind it? Where he came from? What is the name of the nonprofit?
Me and my partner right here, BDR, we started a nonprofit called Project Purpose. It's basically about helping young brothers and sisters find their purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of it, Project Purpose DC.
Okay. So BDR, what's the connection between you and BDR? How you guys? Because I'm new to BDR, but I'm aware of you. So for those who don't know the connection between both of you guys, let's touch on how you guys met and why you guys chose both each other to be partners with this nonprofit. How we got here?
Well, it's been my partner, and the city know BDR. He a legend.
Okay.
With the Oi boys from Berry Farms back in the day. So I grew up listening to BDR.
Oh, see? And so I'm actually in a good space because I'm going to ask questions for y'all because I don't know. I'm not aware. So the question I'm going to ask BDR is from a point for those who don't know to know, right? Okay. So BDR, pleased to meet you. Who's BDR?
BDR, well, I'm an artist from, DMV area. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was with One Way, One Way Records, Free my man Booby. So we had the One Way Records, and on One Way Records we had a group called the Young Farmers, And from there we merged Young Farmers and One Way, and we make it the Oi Boys. So the Oi Boys came about. So I was an artist, a group artist, and also a solo artist. Okay. In that little faction right there. And, we did our thing, and we had our run through the city and made our music and all that. Then I ended up going to prison on a case born from a conspiracy case. I went away for a minute. The DMV rap scene picked up, music scene picked up, and I was gone. Then I came back home. So I missed the whole Instagram era, like when it came out and all that. Okay, and I came back.
That's probably. Yeah, well, I'm not okay. Yeah, exactly. That make a lot of sense. So, because I know about the Oi Boy, of course. Right. So, how long were you away for?
Like 7.5 years.
Yeah, that's probably why I'm not hip to you. You know what I'm saying? But on a broad scale, I know who the Oi Boys are, right? So you and Presto said, but they've been your home from back in the days. What was the initial connection when you say back in the day? What are you referring to? Like you guys met in the South Side?
Me and my cousin Don Julio, he was the only rapper from, we reached out to the BDR way back. I'm talking about like 16, 17 years ago. Oh. Because we listened to him. Like in Southeast, like the Young Farmers was like the hot boys. Like everybody was listening to him. So he reached back. We had a song called Ben Get Money. And he reached back like, man, y'all been getting money, huh? That John crazy. Listen to it and all that. He might not remember because back then, like I said, they was jive doing it. We was young though. Okay. He was like teenagers. Okay. That's how the connection came in. And we just kept up from there. After he came on, we reached back out and we did like 4 or 5 albums. Oh wow. Back to back.
Wow. So the nonprofit, what inspired the nonprofit? Why you said you got partners. You got partners, of course. Mm-hmm. Why y'all the came together and said y'all gonna form a nonprofit and not choose your other partners and your other partners? What's the link between both of you guys? Where the respect and
just seeing eye to eye, we got a lot of partners from the hood and stuff like that, but not everybody got they moral compass straight. Mm-hmm. Right. Not everybody in it for the right reasons. One thing that, BDR was around, I started losing a lot of my partners because I'm a little younger and he's watching, he's mentoring me through that, like a big brother. Okay. And we just kind of switch gears. Like, man, we have influence in our communities. People know us, people respect us, people look up to us. And we're like, man, why they looking, why they hitting us up, why they texting us, like we could send them that way and do this about spending and this and that. or we can teach them what we know.
Right.
Use our
right.
positive influence to, you know, make something out of it. And that's literally us saying eye to eye on that is why we decided to come together.
Okay.
And do it.
Good cause.
Presto was Presto was in them circles, so he was already, you know, being his other work he was already doing for you know, building blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like his jobs that he was doing, he was already kind of in the community doing different stuff.
Right.
Which we felt like, you know, like that's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We doing it, this is what we believe in. So then at one point, like we was saying, like we could do this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if the job not there, or this not there, or this person not there, like we could still go in these areas and make a change, and people look up to us and look to us for motivation. So we said, you know, while I do it, like you said, we sing eye to eye on a lot of things that we felt need to be done in our community. So we just came together, like, you know, Presto pushed the button one day, like, man, let's go. All we gotta do is let's go.
Right. And so far, how long you guys well, like you said, you guys been doing stuff in the community. So I don't want to say how old is the nonprofit, because I know y'all been doing nonprofits prior to the actual you know company.
Paperwork, yes,
So how long in the paperwork been signed?
March 15th, 2022. So a little over a year.
So yeah. How is it going so far?
Great. We just closed another little contract situation. Got the paperwork signed so we could really spread our wings, man. So
that's good. Congrats.
It's a lot of work though.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a lot of work behind the scenes, man. I ain't know how much work it was gonna be till.
So when you say that, I mean, people gonna watch this and they're gonna sit it like, okay, nonprofit. You know, we hear nonprofit, we think, you know, somebody that's doing something for the community and the government held them, and that's pretty much that's all it is. Can you give us more insight when you say it's a lot of work? What you mean by that?
Well, for those also that don't know, because not everybody know the difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit. All right, so for instance, let's say you have an LLC, right? And you got a water bottle, and you're gonna sell me that water bottle, right? Like, hey, this $1. But a nonprofit, we give you the water bottle. Like, hey, man, that's for you. We don't make money off of. We don't profit off of the service.
Right.
But that's basically what we do, man. We just. That's the difference between the jumps.
So BDR, what kind of service do you guys offer?
Well, one of the things we try to do is reach people, but I'm gonna say the youth, high risk youth, like through music. Like we have a music program that we run that was successful, I believe. We had people coming through there, and now upcoming events we got coming. We got poetry program coming, which I think it'd be great. We have what is it, like a men's workshop or
mentorship workshop.
You know what I'm saying? Mentorship workshop. We're gonna sit down, you know, talk and discuss different stuff with the young men and see what they need and try to cater to their needs. So, you know, basically, but what we known for is definitely our music program. You know, because both of us do music. So, you know, that time when the youngins are with us, you know, so we feel like we keeping them out of harm's way.
Yeah,
so,
we got absolutely. And we got the travel program. We take youngins locally around to just see other things, learn their history, learn where they come from, take pride where they come from, and to just get them out the neighborhood. We got that jump, man. We got a few.
Turn to citizens.
We got workforce development program.
So people that's coming, you know, coming from prison, male or female, and some people don't have the safety net that other people might have. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we come in to try to, you know, need help getting to this job interview. You know what I'm saying? You need some help with your resume. You know what I mean? My man,
clothes.
You know, my man. Goat when it comes to the resume thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, clothes to get, you know what I'm saying? Clothes so you can look nice for the, you know, different stuff. We try to get people ready and to send them off. That's what we try to do. And even just people in our community that don't have jobs. We try to find a way to get them a job or help them or get them on the right track to where they feel like up to par enough to be like, I can go get this job, and we send them off and hopefully, you know, they do what they do.
So how do you guys justify someone that actually needs help? If I come to you right now and say, hey, man, I need some time, some studio time, or I need some production, what are some of the things people need to come to you guys when they seeking help?
Well, we basically operate out of our communities. We in the in the Anacostia area.
So you gotta stay there. You gotta go too far out.
We haven't spread out too far yet because, you know, we want to crawl before we walk, you know. We don't want to bite off more than we can chew.
Right.
Especially when you getting funding from the government and things like that. You have to show your expenditures. You have to show progress. You have to document everything. You don't want to drop the ball on a 6-figure contract. So we really just, I feel like every community should have people in it with organizations.
Of course.
Because they know the people.
You on the ground. Right? Yeah, you on the ground.
Yeah.
It don't make sense. Yeah.
I know everybody in Anacostia, but I don't know everyone in Clay Terrace.
Right.
So I can't go up in there.
Right. And that kind of like circle back to my question. Cause I'm saying, how can someone come to you and justify if they've been, taking advantage of the position you guys in? So by you knowing that you know more about their position, so you would say,
absolutely, you already know them.
Because we know the area, and most people we
makes
dealing
sense.
with it.
Makes sense.
It's like it's people we know, or somebody that was referred by somebody we know.
Makes sense.
Somebody might be like, man,
okay,
my nephew is, he's kind of running wild out here. He's 16 years old. You think y'all can talk to him or woo woo? So we get with the nephew, the 16 years old, like, man, we got a music program. You in the music or whatever, like. I'll rap a little bit. I might want to make beats. All right, we'll come through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going to talk to you about the beats. And while we got them in there, then we feed them other stuff and try to get wraparound service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? About what else they might need. Did you finish school? Do you need a GED?
Right.
You trying to go back to school?
Right.
What's your plan A?
Right.
Because music should
the music thing, the grab.
Rehab.
That's universal.
Rehab.
The music is universal.
Hey man, that's some good, man. Yeah, salute to both of you brothers, man. That's good, man. And to what you said earlier, I think every community need people like y'all, And if it's not just music, anything at all, just as long as you're in the community, and because upper politicians, they go to the office and and they push the papers and stuff like that, but they're not on the ground to see exactly what's going on. So people like you guys is definitely needed. So more power, and I pray and hope you guys spread, coming to my community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. No, what's the next as far as spreading our wings, what are we looking at as far as trying to take it on the road or take it to the next level?
So we putting together a boxing program right now. We really want to put money behind like 3 like that dudes that want to fight. Trainers cost money, facilities cost money. So a lot of your guys, east of the river and stuff like that, that's expensive. It's a lot on the family. So we want to put the money behind them so they can get the training and get the discipline and get them in some competitions on the road. And again, remove them from an environment that might take them another direction. So we got the boxing program. Like I said, we just got a new contract to run 4 other programs we got. BDR just mentioned.
We also trying to, we got a homie in Atlanta. So we think about even branching out that far.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we already got somebody kind of boots on the ground down there. You feel me? So, we might skip a lot of things and just go over and have another faction over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And New Orleans.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
New Orleans too.
Yeah, we definitely think about spreading out with the ventures. You know what I'm saying? But all under the Project Purpose umbrella.
Yeah.
Give me a success story so far, and it's been a year. I I should pinch myself. I say a year. I mean, like, because again, you guys say you guys been doing this for a while, off papers, right? Give me a success story that you guys had with doing both of you guys. Success story you had could be a kid, you know what I'm saying? You guys are from point A to point B. Give me a success story, doing this type of work for the community.
I mean, my biggest success stories, and it's kind of, I don't want to say names, but because we don't release names of people we work with, but just brothers that, in the streets, you stay on them, they work on their resume, they finally get a job, they finally buy into the idea of going from here to there.
Right.
And there's more than one individual that, we've been able to reach out to and get them to go that route.
Right.
So that's to me the good thing. It's like I can take a sigh of relief because I know, like, man, dude's out here working, he doing his thing now. He ain't, every time I come around the neighborhood, he might not even be right there.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, of course we don't want, like you said, we don't do the name thing, but you're saying you have a John Doe who was in a corner and you approach him or however the connection happened, and you mentored him to now you pull up in the corner. He's no longer there. He's
work.
So
couple of
working.
More than one.
About the young brother that came home from prison, and recently we say we trying to get the welding thing.
Oh yeah,
we took him down to Kenilworth. You know what I'm saying? Like, did our own research, you know what I'm saying? Took him down there, found a welding program, and it's free for DC residents.
Oh wow.
And boom, you straight in there. She came home from jail, and we took him to get his, logistics and all, like, the ID, everything, like
vitals,
all that,
vital
vitals,
records.
the vitals.
Yeah.
So took him to get the vitals. So that was,
that's what I'm saying. So it's not just because you guys are musicians. I don't want people. A lot of you guys followers, of course. I'm guessing, are musicians. So this is not about just music. It's not about you being a musician or you want to be a rapper or a beat maker or producer or engineer, nothing like that. It's just that if you in the community and you need some help or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It could be getting an idea of opening a bank account, getting a passport. You guys are, from what I understand, you guys are there to assist. It doesn't matter what it is,
No matter what it is, you reach out,
I'm trying to give you the knowledge that, that we have, so we privy to that, to help you move forward. If there's something that you want to do, like you want to move forward in this direction, we want to help you because we don't want you to go that way. So if you want to help and you come to us for help, it's not, we feel it's our duty.
Right.
We have to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't the only one, trying to work, and we all had our woes, in the streets or doing different stuff. So now we see another vision. So it's like, you want me to share that vision with you, and you trying to get it. Like, all right, share it with you. Come on, you want ID? Let's go get ID.
Yeah,
once you get your ID, I can get you in GED class. You want to get a GED class too?
CDL,
like,
we had the CDL jump come to the block.
Like, exactly.
Right. Brought it to the block.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Open up registration.
They bring the whole bus down there.
Whatever. We do a lot. It's a list. It's a lot.
The list goes on.
We're gonna bring it straight to the front line.
And that's what I want to highlight. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're in the neighborhood and you need help, reach out to you guys.
And we do those type of events to draw people in. Like this year, we definitely want to do some more block parties.
Okay.
Things like that. Have a DJ come. I like to bring the morale up in the community. We've taken a lot of losses, man. A lot of death. A lot of trauma. Trauma is so big, man. Like, you gotta understand that trauma is sinking the ship. Like, somebody died, you see it, you might hear about it on the news, like, oh, somebody got hit, but man, what it do to a community, man?
Right.
It tears it apart. It tears my soul out, and I'm supposed to be a leader.
Right.
And it's like, sometimes I gotta fall back for a week because I'm like, damn.
Right.
Imagine the man that's out there hustling, that's dodging the bullet, who rushing the guy to the hospital, at back-to-back funerals and candlelights. It's a lot, man. It could be your brother, your cousin, your mother, your aunt,
anybody,
your friend,
and it's gonna be dozens if you come from like where we come from.
And it's okay to not be okay. Sometimes you just gotta tell yourself that,
man. What?
It's okay to not be okay. Trauma is real.
You gotta find your happy place, and that's what our mentorship workshop do. He mentioned the youth, but we're expanding it this year to mothers who lost kids to gun violence. Which there's a lot of. I mean, perpetrators, victims, and like we just amping up the categories to get the mentorship. That way you can create your own network.
Right.
If you with another mother that lost somebody, y'all have the same emotions now. Y'all can connect and build off that relationship. And that's the overall. That's the outcome we looking for with these programs. And God willing, man, I'm excited moving forward this year to really see that manifest. Because I want to see the neighborhood, the black community, be like the Black Wall Street again. Like what Ron Mo's pushing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring it all together.
Shout out to Black Pond Game.
Yeah, shout out to them too. Shout out to Trey too, man. Trey on White, that's my man. Always in the trenches with us. So, things like that, we're going to keep moving forward with.
Okay, so, as a youth coming up, what I'm getting the impression of, you guys yourself were, probably were kids who in the streets, made a lot of mistakes, and now you guys look back and like, hey man, this is not the way to go, and you guys trying to help the community. As a youth, did you at any point at all in your youth age see you at this point today, as far as being a community leader and trying to help the community? No, no,
but I don't.
Not saying I wasn't gonna be a leader, but not like this.
Not like this.
Yeah, not like
So what made you decide this route?
Like you said, just going through so much, just bumping my head so many times, and having a chance to redeem myself, because everybody don't get a chance to redeem themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I got several, homies and close friends that's dead, or, deceased. And I got hundreds of them, like literally, like that's in jail. Some of them with life and all that. And I talk to them all the time.
Right.
So it's like, with me going in and doing my time and facing 30 years of life, and coming out with a 10-year sentence, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to lay down on a knife and take the cob and all. So it's like I get another chance. But these dudes are still in. Like, there's people that I know from generations and generations, some of my cousins, everybody. So when they talk to me, like, you know, not like a savior, but just like, you know, you the light. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even when, you know, when I come home and I got them in my ear too, saying, you out there, don't mess this up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a chance to, like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you've been in 25 years and you like, dang, you got another chance. I don't know when I'll get my chance. So it's like, that keeps me going. And that made me like, I've been doing this so long, going to jail, getting out of jail, you know what I'm saying? Selling drugs, doing, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it ain't gonna work. Like Nipsey said in one of his songs, like, I realized I ain't gonna make $100 million out here. Like, I'm not gonna make $100 million in the streets. It just ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So whatever dreams and thoughts I had and everybody that I was with hustling all, they gone. So it's just like,
wake up.
Yeah, I got kids. You know, I'm responsible for it. Like, you gotta do something different. So I did everything else. So let me try this. And then I'm trying this and, you know, been on a legal tip and trying to get back to the community. I feel like it's working for me. You know what I'm saying? I have more peace. And I look over my shoulder every 5 minutes, like for police. I still look over my shoulder for people because it's just dangerous like that. So, you know, when I get on the car to gas station, I'm still looking around like,
for real.
You know, run up on me to pump for no reason, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, because that's just a street in me. But just being aware though, but definitely just like bumping my head so many times, I just like, I got enough knots. I gotta try something else. Like, you know
right. Wake up call.
Yeah,
right.
And
I remember like with me, like going back to the question, like, did you see yourself? I went into the military, literally saved my life because this is the time people going to jail. Again, this is like 15 years ago. I come back. I'm back in DC. I go back to the neighborhood, you know. And I think people was putting me kind of like on a pedestal a little bit, I guess, because I was working. I was overseas. I'm living this lifestyle. So that kind of put me in a little place where people were looking at me a little different in a good way.
Right.
And I remember as the couple of years went past, and we had some stuff going on in the neighborhoods, like police brutality stuff, things like that. I remember I was outside with people in the community, and I was like, man, we gotta call somebody, man, get this situated. And like, shoot, everybody gonna call you.
Yeah.
And that was like, me. I'm like, I'm looking at it like, dang, I guess, I don't know. After that moment, I remember that moment, man. At that moment, I think I kind of like really stepped it up and just kind of fell into this role. And I I'm just moving forward with it, but with the goal of spreading it. Because I'm not going to do this forever, man. I'm retired. I got other stuff, you know, going on. At some point, though, I want to be able to get some men in the community to pick more than one. Like 4 or 5, if we can, they could take this and spread it in the neighborhood so that we can keep the work going even when we're not here doing that anymore.
Try and plant them seeds and let them grow.
Right. So if you had to, what you just said, if you had to say something for those who you can't physically touch, you know, it's a neighborhood in Chicago right now, in New Orleans, in some way in South Central LA, that you can't physically touch, and you can, you know, virtually say something to these young men and young women, you know, or these, like you said, mom who's going through trauma. What would you say to them, you know, as a community leader? This is a question for both of you guys.
There's always tomorrow. Like, man, even as a leader, I mean, just me, I'm a regular person. I'm not above anybody, you know. Just as a man, like, no matter where you at in life, man, like I said, my man was locked up facing life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in a war with bullets flying over my head thinking like, I'm really not going to make it out of this firefight. Like, no matter where you at, man, it's always tomorrow. You got the internet. You got so much knowledge in front of you. Study, read. I know it sounds like repetitive, but man, do the research, find a way. It's always a way, especially in DC. Like, there's so many connections. Just, you gotta be committed. You gotta stay in your lane. Do not do it for nobody else but you. And follow your gut, man, and make it happen. I know that sound basic, but yeah.
I'm gonna say, Presto said it. You know, I could have said no better, but I'm gonna just say, like, you know what I'm saying, for the hood guys and all these different hoods and wherever you, Chicago, LA, Detroit, whatever, DC is like, I'm not even gonna say put your gun down. I know that that's part of survival. You know what I'm saying, but try to get it to a point where you don't have to carry it like that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you deep in them streets like that and you need that, like try to find yourself another option, you know what I'm saying, to help you save yourself and other people. And I ain't just saying like street stuff, like, you know, selling drugs or whatever. If you got a drug dealer and you got a hustler. Drug dealer only can sell drugs. A hustler can sell anything. So you learn from selling drugs that you are a hustler or you not. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a hustler, pick up something else. You know what I'm saying? You can start a clothing line. People in your neighborhood are going to buy it. Your family are going to buy it. You can be able to get some money and then always educate yourself. Whether you got to go back to school, got to get your GED and stuff like that. It's just, you know, man, work. I'm just saying work. You can work on your own. You can work a 9 to 5. It don't matter. But the streets, like they say it, I hate to sound, you know, cliche, but it's only end up 2 ways, man. Like, straight up. Like,
they undefeated.
Everybody not going to be no El Chapo. You got to get that through your head. It's like going to the NBA.
Where's El Chapo?
Yeah, where's he at?
That's what I mean. Like,
but free El Chapo.
Yeah, free El Chapo. Yeah, a lot of money.
But you know,
but it can't save him. It can't save him.
Yeah, you know,
exactly.
Power and money. You know,
exactly.
Yeah. So you know, that's what it is. Hey man, you know, I learned a lot, you know, as far as what you guys have going on today, and I learned more about you and salute to you. You know,
appreciate it.
More proud of you guys.
Me,
So. Yeah. So tell the people how they can find you guys before you guys, you know, drop your your gram and you know whatever. For the people in the community that you guys may not be able to touch right now, how can they reach you? You know, if it's a social media, is it email, is it website? How can they reach out to you guys? And even just not even just you know those who need help, those who I'm sure they're like community leaders across the nation. I would hope and guess you guys would want to collaborate.
Yeah, we definitely would like to collaborate.
Yeah. So how do they reach you guys?
Trade ideas.
Yeah.
If you anywhere, I mean, well, for those if you looking to reach me in the community, if you anywhere in Anacostia or Good Hope Road 16, 14, somebody know me and got my number for sure. But if you do want to holler at us on social media, our social media is at Project Purpose DC. That's simple. Okay. At Project Purpose DC, Instagram.
Spell correct?
Yep.
Project Purpose.
Or projectpurposedc.org.
Okay.
And on there, there's a tab where you could literally say, write us, and it comes straight to both our phones.
Okay.
We'll both get the phone vibrate, and I people reach out to that on that joint all the time. Projectpurposedc.org.
That's the website.
That's our website. And then we got upcoming events on there. You know, we're doing our annual book bag drives down the farms and all that. That's all coming. So stay on the lookout for that. My Instagram is Presto_official1. You know, if you want to holler at me directly.
Yeah. And I'm at BDR Music. That's BDRMUZIC. That's music with a Z. And if you're trying to, you know, get fresh while you out here in the field, it's at VOS_BDR. You know what I'm saying? That's Voice of the Struggle, clothing brand. Yep.
And start an organization. If you want to start an organization, holler at me. We real live did it with very little help. And you do make money. You could pay yourself and all that. You know, you could take care of yourself and take care of your people at the same time. So let me know if you need help with that.
Or LLC.
Or LLC.
Let us know you want help. You want to start your own LLC. We help you with that too.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. That's good information, man. Yeah. Hey, thanks to both of you guys, you know. And again, this is Prezzy and the Culture Podcast. This one is a different kind of interview, and I'm blessed to have this one. It's what's the word? Informative, and it's for our community. Yes, so I appreciate you guys. Until next time, we out, baby.
For sure.